Welcome everyone, I'm Kenneth Tam. I'm sure you have already seen a lot of Chinese food, but what about Chinese dessert? Today I'm going to show you how to make a Chinese dessert that is very simple but yet rarely seen in the West, the double filmed milk pudding. You will only need 3 things: milk, egg white, and sugar. This is a very classic Cantonese dessert, and normally we are not going to add any other ingredients to it. But if you do like to make some twist, I'll let you know what you can do in the technical summary section. Make sure you watch till the end. The film is actually an incorporation of the fat and the proteins in the milk. So to make this dessert, you must use whole milk. The traditional recipe calls for buffalo milk, which has about 7–8% fat content. Higher fat content allows the milk to form a thicker layer of film, which can trap more flavor of the milk inside. It also enhances the creaminess of your pudding. If you are able to find buffalo milk in your area, go for it. If not, you should use whole milk, which has around 3.5% fat content. And this is really the bottom line. If you cannot find buffalo milk but wants to recreate the fat content, you can combine whole milk and heavy cream in this ratio. For example, 100 ml of whole milk and 10 ml of heavy cream. First of all, separate the egg white and the yolk. Get another empty bowl that is similar to the bowl with the egg white. Then pour your milk into that empty bowl. The level of the milk should be approximately twice as high as that of the egg white. You don't have to be very precise here, but do take account of the consistency of the egg white. It will affect the amount of milk you should use. I'm using American eggs here, but if you are using Japanese eggs, which have thicker white, you should add 3 to 4 tablespoons more of milk. Then stir the egg white. We are not beating the white, so don't use an egg beater here. We don't want to trap a lot of air bubbles inside. See how I stir it only with left-right motions? We just want to slightly smoothen the white and create a silky texture for our pudding. Bring your milk to the stove. Turn your heat to medium and heat the milk until 175 to 185 Fahrenheit or 80 to 85 centigrade. Do not bring your milk to a boil, or the fat will be rendered out and will turn into oil pockets. Pour your milk into a ramekin and let it cool down for 20 minutes. A film will form on top of the milk. If you are using buffalo milk, the film will be thicker. Then poke 2 holes on the opposite side of the film with a chopstick. Gently pour your milk back into the empty bowl. At the same time, use your chopstick to gently hold the film and to prevent it from slipping back into the bowl. Do not rush this step. Just do it very slowly. We don't want to break the film. The milk film should be left in the bottom of the ramekin. Stir in about 1 tablespoon of sugar into your milk. I don't like too sweet, but you can adjust the amount of sugar. Then stir in the egg white. Run the pudding mixture through a sieve to get rid of any lumps and large air bubbles. Then pour the mixture back to the ramekin that contains the film. The second milk film will be formed during the steaming process. Tap the ramekin several times to drive out any small air bubbles. Then cover it with foil or heat-resistant plastic wrap to prevent condensed water dropping into the pudding. Bring a pot of water to a boil. When the water is vigorously steaming, put the ramekin into your steamer and cover it with the lid. My ramekin is about 150 ml. It will take about 10 minutes to steam. After 10 minutes, turn off the heat and leave it resting in the steamer for another 10 minutes. If you are using a larger ramekin, you may need to steam it for 15 minutes and let it rest for 15 minutes. Take your ramekin out and let it cool down for about 3 minutes. Remove the foil and your double film milk pudding is done. You can serve it hot or cold. It will be even creamier when it is served cold, but I like it hot, as it is the traditional way to serve it. Here is the technical summary. Now pay attention to the consistency of your egg white. It will affect how much milk you need to use. Do not boil your milk. You don't want to have oil pockets in your pudding. If you want to add a twist to your pudding, you can top it with ingredients that would not overpower the milk flavor, such as lotus seed or sweetened red beans. You can also substitute plain white sugar with osmanthus sugar, which I sometimes saw them in the local Asian markets. It has a light floral fragrance that will add a Shanghainese touch to your dessert. Enjoy your dessert! If you have any questions, let me know and comment below. If you are serious eaters and want to learn more about authentic Chinese recipes and cooking secrets, subscribe my channel. Also check my other videos for fresh and rarely seen recipes. I'll be uploading regularly. See you next time!